Hello everyone. Before I discuss what this next video here is going to be about, just an update of how my weight loss journey has gone. Been working out for about the past 2 weeks, and this is week 3. And so far, I have lost a total of 8 pounds. So I have another 65 more pounds to go. And I'm feeling better. I'm feeling great, and my mind's getting sharper and sharper. And the worst thing I had to really give up was coffee because, like I said, I have this reflux thing. So I guess it's just a blessing in disguise. Um, yeah, the other thing is that one of my doctors did a blood test on me where I had to fast for 8+ hours, and come to find out that I'm diabetic, because of my glucose level was high. So he has prescribed me 1,000 milligrams of metformin. Plus, and two, he wanted me to get on some type of diet pill. I think it's called Belvic, I believe. And I thought to myself, I was like, I said, well, unfortunately, my insurance doesn't cover it. My insurance doesn't cover any type of weight loss drugs. So, um, being the patient advocate that I am, what I'm doing right now with the diet and exercise, and my plan is to just do the metformin for now and maybe observe where my weight goes within the next 2 to 3 months and see where that takes me. If it enhances my weight loss of what I've been doing, if it enhances it, good. If not, then I will cross that bridge when I get there. But if I were to have wanted this Belvic, it would cost me, I think, like $75 because it gave me some big old discount card. But still, I mean, that's $70 is still something I cannot just pull out of my rear end and produce it. I don't, it's hard. I'm still looking for a job. Uh, Unfortunately, right now, and until that opportunity comes to where I do land a job, it's just going to have to be the metformin diet and exercise for right now until I can land a job. But anyway, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really strong, not just mentally, but also physically. So I just thought I'd just give that a shout to all of you, my viewers and subscribers out there. And I welcome also my new subscribers to my Narcissism channel. And I've been getting lots and lots of feedbacks for the past couple of videos, some good, and of course, obviously, some negative, some narcissistic attacks. But you know what, though? Um, that's what this next video is going to be about. And I was doing these things not even realizing it until I saw a recent video done by a Ross Rosenburg. And he's really good at how he explains about how to handle narcissists in your life. And he's, I believe, if I can read his credentials really quick here, um, he's, I believe he's some type of licensed practical counselor. He's an expert in this field of dysfunctional relationships, codependency, sex, love, internet addictions. He provides comprehensive psychotherapy, so I guess he's also a type of psychotherapist. And he's the owner of Clinical Care Consultants, which is a counseling center in suburbs of Chicago. He's also an author of the best-selling and award-winning book called The Human Magnet Syndrome. Why we love the people that hurt us, and his stuff is really really good. I have subscribed to his channel, and he really puts it out there as far as like how to handle the narcissist. And the recent video that he did, which I believe, yeah, which was not too long ago, which was pretty much this month. And the title of that video that he has is called Fantasy Role Play Scenarios: Breaking Free from Narcissists, the Observe, Don't Absorb technique. And he has a prior video to this one that talks about observe and don't absorb. And what that is, and I saw that video as well as this recent one that I'm giving a shout out to you about, everybody about here, is what it is like instead of reacting to a narcissistic attack, you basically just sit back and just really observe where they're going with their conversation, where they're going with this attack. Because we all know, all of us people here know what narcissism is all about. We've all experienced it. We've all lived through it. Many of us have survived it. Many of us is just now stumbling on to what narcissism is. Some of us some of us are just putting the pieces back together in their lives after overcoming and surviving. Like I've always said time and time again, everybody's at different levels. But he really approaches this observe, don't absorb thing, and really, there's one technique that I know that he describes various other techniques, but one that really sticks to my mind and is basically kind of like envision yourself like Teflon. When you fry an egg on a Teflon skillet, does that egg try to stick on you or does it just roll off? It technically rolls off, especially like a brand new Teflon skillet. It just rolls off. So he describes a method, one of his methods, as just like, here it is a narcissist is trying to get to you. Here it is a narcissist trying to piss you off. And saying all these things that try to stick in your head, try to really like get your goat. And all you do with this method is just roll it off. Roll it off. Like, that comment doesn't bother me. That remark does no longer hurt me. Or that tactic no longer works. And that's one of them. And I think there was another one where he uses Dr. Spock analogy, where he talks about where Dr. Spock is a Vulcan and Vulcans show no emotion. I'm not going to go into all those details. I'd rather for you to see the video for yourself. But it's very good. I really, really like it. And he's really, Ross Rosenburg, he really cuts to the chase about this, though. But I thought I'd just give that a shout to everybody about Ross Rosenburg and the observe, don't absorb technique. It's basically, like I said, I saw the one video before this one, and the observe and don't absorb technique, like I said, you're instead of sitting there reacting and attack right back, which is really a natural thing because I've attacked back to the narcs that tried to attack me, excuse me, I feel like I got something in my mouth here. But anyway, it's just you observe because, like I said, we all know what narcissism is about. We know about their tactics. We know about their what their goal is. Depending on how they attack you, you pretty much would know where they're going with this. So instead of really attacking back, which, like I said, is a very normal, natural reaction, what you do, you observe their behavior, see where it's going at, and you don't absorb it. You don't let it in. You don't let it in your heart. You don't let it in your mind. And of course, I know I consider myself a very creative person. So a way for me not to absorb a narcissistic attack towards me, and I know I've explained this in some of my recent videos where I just sit there and said, okay, I sit there and I observe their behavior. I know where they're going for this. Like the recent narcissist narcissist troll that's been attacking me, and still tries to through different accounts, or tries to re-sign up under a different account, just try to attack me. And so what I do is like, this person has really tried to upset me, has really tried to provoke me, has really tried to beat some things in my head and saying you're delusional, you're a bitch, you're a psychopath, you're this, and just know you're ugly, and this, all this stuff that this jerk, Georgia Golden Gloves, that I've mentioned before, has tried to beat and program in my head. His goal, one, like I said, is to provoke me, to upset me, because that's the reaction that he's seeking. Third of all, he's trying to beat stuff into my head, to program me the way he wants me to be. He wants me to believe that I'm delusional. He wants me to believe and absorb that, I'm a psychopath, and that I'm a retard, and that I'm a bitch, and I'm this and that and that and that and that. All these labels, and saying that I'm ugly. They'll, just use your imagination. So, my way of coping with this narc and any other narc that tries to attack me, the way I don't absorb it, is that I laugh at them. I mimic, I laugh at them, and I just move on my merry way. That's my way of dealing with the narcs that's been attacking me lately. And I anticipate many more that try to attack me. And I'm just going to use the method of, I'm not going to absorb this crap. I'm not going to sit here and absorb what this person's trying to beat into me, because me and many of you out there have really worked really hard and beating all these things that our narcissistic mother has been beating into our heads. And I've also have rebuilt my confidence pretty darn good. But here comes this narc, the internet troll, after I done rebuilt myself, trying to destroy me. It's just kind of like a flashback of what my narcissistic mother and the rest of my narc families try to do. To try to get me to believe something, to try to get me to believe a certain thing about myself. And it just doesn't, I choose not to absorb it. And I won't absorb it, but I can sit there and observe them and say, okay, I know where you're going with this. And you know what, I'm not going to absorb it. I'm just going to sit here and laugh at you, make fun of you, do whatever it is, so that way your plan of attack does not work on me and it doesn't stick on me. It's like Teflon. So I thought I just would give the idea to you to really check out Ross Rosenburg's YouTube video site out, and check out that video that I've mentioned. He's really, I guess if I had the money and I could go to Chicago, I'd have this guy really give me some therapy, but if I was in the early stages of my narcissism abuse, getting over, but right now, I've pretty much progressed, to being better. I'm taking care of myself physically and mentally and emotionally, and all of you can too. But it can be done. I've done it. I've done not absorbing, a narc attack anymore. I know how to do that. And I was doing it, and this guy mentions it and didn't even know it. But, and also be like Dr. Spock and just don't show no emotion, and not accepting their own weaknesses and failures and things like that. It's like it's not your responsibility to do that. Narcs are very weak people. Very weak people. And they can be gullible. and they're they're not too, to me, they're just not too smart. But and there's even some of them when they, what I find is really hilarious is like the last narc that tried to um, attack me though, claiming that he has a 3.6 something GPA what in high school. Well, hey buddy, I graduated with honors in college with a 3.97 GPA, and that's not high school, that's college. So if this person has such a GPA of what he claims he has, why can he not spell simple words like you are, and don't, and some other little words? Learn how to spell if you're going to attack me, you know? So that's my message out to you, Golden Gloves. Golden Boy, Golden Gloves, whatever the heck you call yourself. If you're going to attack me, learn how to spell. You say you got 3 point something GPA average. Your spelling obviously doesn't show that. At least I can spell. But anyway, getting back to this with the Ross Rosenburg, check out. He talks about many other things about narcissism as well, and I believe many of you can really benefit from this video and many other ones on his channel. And I'd like to see what you think. After you see this particular video about the fantasy roleplay scenarios, breaking free from narcissists, the observe, don't absorb. Because if you sit there and absorb it, if you absorb their attack and you observe what they want you to believe, it's like you're going through the abuse all over again, but in a different way, in a different form. With many other people that you would encounter that would happen to be narcissists. So, my advice to all of you, I really would say do not absorb a narcissistic attack. I mean, yeah, the first natural reaction, yeah, you want to get mad. And like I said, if you get mad, the narc has really accomplished something. But if you know that, then what you do, like I've said, use reverse psychology, use the techniques that you will see in Ross Rosenberg's video, the Teflon one and the one about Dr. Spock. He mentions quite a few things about Dr. Spock. But you'll get the idea. I mean, once you see the examples that he shows, you'll really catch on. So I thought I would just give that a shout out to each and every one of you about that, and write in the comments and really tell me what you think. I enjoy all of your feedback. I read each and every one of them. Some of them are just short, some of them are long, and I don't mind a long post. But I really appreciate everyone's feedback. I really do. So I'm going to sign off for now. And like I said, when you see this, Ross Rosenburg, and it's Rosenburg is his last name is spelled, and then Ross, Ross. Really check out this guy, this title of his video, and tell me what you think. And I'm sure Ross would like to know what you think. So this is Mary Allen signing off, and I wish you all love, peace, joy, and happiness. Take care. Thank you. Bye for now.